Welcome back to the number one podcast with the words partially in black in its name. I'm one of your co-hosts, Bucky, here with my other co-host, KP.
Yo.
And we're running solo today, just me and him. The guest last week was kind of bad for the numbers, so this week we're going solo.
Damn, Mike.
Yeah. Anyways, man, crazy week. I've been somewhat keeping up. You know, I deleted most of my social media besides on my iPad. So when I look at my iPad, I look at Twitter a little bit. But some of these NBA trades, you see any of them today?
Bro,
Or the past few days?
ridiculous. I hate that my Hornets just traded to stay the exact same. But yeah, the one that like boggled my mind was the Mavs trade with the Wizards.
Yeah.
The AD is one. That's how I found out that not only Dante Exum but Marvin Bagley were actually still in the league. I thought they were gone.
I did too, honestly.
And then two, that's also like they traded. So basically, they traded Luka for potentially 5 second-round picks because there's like some stipulation where like the first that they got for AD can turn into seconds if shit don't go their way. It was ridiculous. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Last year was a bad trade already, but added this year.
Yeah.
They're rebuilding. They're scratching. They're like young players minded.
Yeah, I was going to say they basically traded away Luka. I know it wasn't the same front office, but they basically traded away Luka for
Flag.
accidentally Cooper Flag and a salary dump.
Accidentally, supposedly.
Yeah, accidentally supposedly Cooper Flag,
Yeah.
and then a salary dump because they just dumped what's his name salary because Chris Middleton's contract expires at the end of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was shocked by the Jared McCain Thunder trade.
I kind of wasn't. I mean,
I wasn't surprised that they traded Jared McCain. I was surprised that he ended up with the Thunder. That didn't make sense for me.
well, I mean, for the Thunder, Jared McCain is like just a very easily 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
I guess you could say, although his defense probably isn't at the same level as like Lou Dort and Caruso, he's just another 3-and-D guy that just plays. He's gonna plug in and play like right away. He's gonna be pretty good for them.
And before his injury last year, he was low key a top.
Yeah, he was hooping.
Yeah.
Although I hate him.
I thought he was gonna be like more like a Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton trade where he goes to a different team and then stars. But I mean, last 3 games he averaged I think it was 15.9. I know he had a few stints down in the G League or something like that. But coming off that knee injury,
yeah, I hate him because he went to Duke, and I hate Duke players like almost all of them. The only one that gets a pass, only 2 that get a pass from me is Paulo Banchero, and
I like
right
Paolo.
now I love Paulo. And then Isaiah Evans gets a pass from me, but the only reason Isaiah Evans gets a pass because he's from Fayetteville. So
I know last week
I hate him.
Last week we were talking a little bit about how like the NBA market or like media is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time I would get reminded of the Utah Jazz, it reminds me of how bad that media is because I'm like, the Jazz is an NBA team. Because who got traded? I think was it Jared Jackson? He got traded to Utah.
Yeah, he got traded to Utah. Yeah.
And I'm like, you never hear anything ever since Donovan Mitchell. When Donovan Mitchell was there a little bit, you heard a little bit more about him. But ever since then, the most you hear about them is how they lost to the Bulls in like 96 and 97.
Nah, you don't remember the
97,
Gordon Hayward
98.
years? The Gordon Hayward years were fun too.
But wasn't that with Donovan Mitchell? Wasn't that Donovan Mitchell's rookie?
Yeah, I mean towards the end, yeah, and then they got the Ricky Rubio, Donovan Mitchell, and Rudy Gobert. But yeah, I mean it was just Gordon Hayward for a minute over there.
Yeah, but
No.
Even I'm not a super deep dive into basketball, but like I barely heard about Golden State. All I really hear about on the regular media is LeBron, Bronny, and like I barely hear about the Thunder. Like I don't see scores at all in games and stuff. I've seen more about the Pro Bowl than I've seen about the NBA season.
This might be a rant for me on a different day, but I think it's like the way sports media is now, especially with basketball, specifically basketball, no one even really cares about the games themselves, or like the sport itself, but they care more about moments that they could just argue over. Like GOAT debate talk has kind of just ruined basketball in a weird way. Like no one's watching basketball games anymore. Yeah,
LeBron MJ debate completely. I'm interested to see how the NBA is once LeBron retires.
I hope he never retires. I'm pretty sure he's retiring this year.
I saw this tweet. It says the NBA and the rap game is basically the same. It's both getting carried by like 40-year-olds right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, that might be a rant for a different day for myself, like how sports media is. But with basketball specifically, I swear they hate basketball. I swear they don't like basketball, and that's part of the problem.
Speaking a little bit more about basketball, I guess this is more in the future for us, but what are your thoughts? How are you going to introduce sports to your kids, you think?
Oh, this is a good question. I think, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. Or not lately, like in general, but like I don't want to be one of those parents that are like, you've met these people before where they're like, oh, when I have kids, he's going to be a basketball player. He's going to be a basketball player. He's going to be a basketball player. I kind of want them to just kind of like figure out their own things. Yeah. Like, what is your thing? What's the thing that you like? And just let them gravitate towards that. But at the same time, it's going to be real hard for me to like hide the things that I find cool from them. And like, obviously you want to put them in sports early. That way they can like, develop social skills and like team camaraderie.
It's not even really about the sport. It's more just
it's not really about the sport. And like not even just the socializing part, like also like learning a skill and like practicing the skill and so on and so forth. Like there's a lot of good lessons other than, just getting good at the sport itself. But I think what's probably gonna happen is they're gonna see how deep into it I am. Like I'm sitting here. On my desk is a 1991 University of Arkansas men's basketball national championship hat. Like it's going to be everywhere. Yeah. So I mean, they're not going to be able to run away from it with me.
I think that's going to be probably pretty same to me. I mean, I'm into sports. Brittany is somewhat into sports. I mean, she was a college athlete and stuff. I was a college athlete, of course. But what I'm super grateful for. And I know this might be a little bit of a hot take. I'm super grateful I have 2 daughters because I won't more than likely have to have the conversation of, I don't want you to play football.
Oh, you wouldn't want, if you do end up having a son, you don't want him to play football?
No. It's one of those things where I'm not going to tell my kid no if he wants to play a sport. I'm going to highly advise them not to play football until, I'll be more specific, they're not playing tackle football until 7th or 8th grade. Because
I don't think. Yeah, it's dumb.
I don't
That's
think
dumb.
anyone. First off, I think most coaches who coach youth football are those people who were just terrible at football or were just like the crash outs in the football team, and they're living through their sons, and they don't teach form, anything like that.
Yeah,
but
not all of them. There's some good ones out there.
There's some good ones, but the bad ones always ruin the good ones. I feel like, or overshadows the good ones, but. I don't know if I'd want my kid to play football just with all the brain injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'd push my kids. I know we want to start Ivy in gymnastics here soon just because that's a really good thing for both boys and girls to actually get into at a young age. But I'm so torn on sports because obviously I love sports. I just don't want their whole center mind to be around sports like mine was growing up.
I find that like mostly, not all, but mostly people who like played sports in like going into college and beyond are more similar to where we are with it. And people who like
noticed that too.
Like people who didn't necessarily play sports in college. And again, there are some in college who are like, oh, my son's gonna be in the NFL, and it is what it is. But football, I mean.
It's a sport
I definitely see.
I have a love-hate relationship with football. Like it's truly a love-hate relationship.
100%. I see what you're
truly love it, and it made me all my friends. It
Yeah.
got me through college, but like my body, I don't know how your body is, but my body is absolutely cooked from the 12 to 14 years of football I played.
I think I came through pretty all right. I think the only bad thing I had was that one back thing I had.
Mm-hmm.
But and that like comes up every now and then. But other than that,
I've noticed more since
pretty all right.
I stopped working out. I've been feeling a lot more like, oh, wow, that hurts.
Yeah.
But like my shoulders, I also was a super undersized offensive lineman, and I kind of just threw my,
yeah,
I threw my body
didn't
everywhere.
That
But
didn't
with
help,
the concussions I've had, my knee and ankle injury I had my last year of football, my torn hamstring.
How many concussions did you have?
I've had two. I've had two.
See, that's the problem.
I've had two that like knocked me basically out. Like I don't remember anything like right before or anything after. One of them I was in bed for. I slept for like 18 hours straight, 18 to 20 hours straight after one, and I was out of school for like 2 weeks in a completely dark room.
Jeez.
Yeah, I missed 4 total weeks with a concussion throughout my high school.
You want a fun fact about me?
Yeah.
Never had a concussion.
Like reported concussion, or you don't think you've ever had a concussion?
I don't think I've ever even had one.
Really?
I can't even. I don't even think I've had a hit that I'm like, whoa, from.
I've had a lot. I think I probably would have a daily occurrence where I'm like, and I had to like snap myself out. Like during football season, after the first week of hitting, I would probably have a constant headache, and if I shook my head too fast, I'd get dizzy.
See, I didn't have that at all. I didn't have that at all. I've never like, I've had like headaches from practice or like after practice, but it wasn't from hitting. It was probably like because I didn't drink enough
dehydration
water.
or whatever.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, something small, like didn't get enough sleep or some dumb shit like that. It was never that stuff. I don't know. I think for me, it's going to be real hard to keep a child away from football because Dad coached football. I plan to coach football for as long as I possibly can. I don't think football. I ain't winning that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't winning.
I probably would end up if I had a son, he'd probably end up playing football too. But it's definitely. I would recommend all parents really to have your kids play flag football till like 7th or 8th grade if your kid wants to play football. Because if you don't learn anything valuable like of actual tackle football before the grades 7, 8. You barely pass the ball. You're running trap plays and run plays and sweeps, and the fastest kid on the team takes it outside. It doesn't really. But 7th, 8th grade, you start passing, learning concepts more. I feel like.
See, with me, like in my genetics, that kid gonna be a lineman. For sure, he's gonna be a lineman. There's gonna be no 7-on-7. It's gonna be no 7-on-7 for me. That kid's gonna be a lineman, and like I don't know how not playing tackle football would help him. Would help build that up for him. Like just being honest with myself, like me playing tackle football for as long as I have, like it helped me going forward playing D line because I'm used to a lot of emotions.
I was a offensive lineman all the time too, so
you see what I mean? It's like you can't imagine trying to convince a kid that like, hey, because I knew I was going to be a defensive lineman.
When but the steps I didn't really learn till high school. It's more just you hit the person at this angle going, but like
I said, more coaching is different. Coaching is different. Coaching will vary, but my coaching was always pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you also had your dad probably coaching a lot, so
like my hand placements and like all that type of stuff, like my hands, my feet were always being taught even when I wasn't at practice. So it was a little different for me. I can't imagine not playing football until middle school and then trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Also, speaking on just topics of hobbies, for, like stuff for kids, I am going to try to push every angle or avenue of things to my kids, whether it's music, art, sports, chess. I don't really care.
I feel like there's parts of life that, like, because I took football so seriously, not blaming this on any parent or anything like that, but because I took football so seriously, there was things that I didn't even get into that I probably would have gotten into earlier in my life, like music. Like, you remember my freshman year when I started making beats?
Yeah, I think I would be the same.
Like, imagine how good I would have been at that point when you met me if I had started a little bit earlier.
I think about that a lot, like just what, because I mean, from probably about third grade, I would go into football, into basketball, into travel baseball, into football, basketball, travel baseball. It's a repeated cycle. So like, if I wasn't doing a sport, and you never played travel baseball, insanity.
No, but I did. I was say I did basketball.
Yeah, I did AU travel baseball all in the same spring. Like and I'm not blaming my parents either because obviously I told them I wanted to play a sport. It's what obviously I look back and be like maybe I could do something else, but in that moment, I only cared about sports. I watched ESPN, and I played sports. That was my daily life. But
if I wasn't playing a sport, I was on the game playing a sports video game. It was it was. But I think that's just kind of how you are when you're a kid. You just kind of find that thing and get obsessed about it, and then I don't know. Hopefully, my kids are a little bit different. They try a couple more things than I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least put them into like, I mean, I'll be like, I'm not gonna force them to do it, but I'm gonna be like 6 months piano lesson. If after 6 months you don't want to do it anymore, you don't have to do it. That's how I'm probably gonna go about it.
Piano, some type of art classes, pottery. I don't know.
I think if you learn piano, you're like set. Like there's like some weird
it's a string instrument.
Where like you're
it's
like
a string instrument. All the string instruments are like interconnected. So once you learn how to play one string instrument, all of them are like kind of the same.
I was more talking about intelligence wise too. I guess it builds, if you do like piano at a really young age, it helps aid intelligence. And also had a moment blank right there. But you were talking about getting into beats in college. That was actually one of my things I want to talk about. Like the little random hobbies you've picked up since I've met you.
Yeah, I still do most of them.
Skating, clothes. I feel like you got into clothes a lot our sophomore year, freshman and going sophomore year.
I just had a lot more money to spend.
Yeah,
I've always loved clothes. Yeah, I would say I've always loved clothes. Like, but I had a lot more money to spend on clothes than, like, even now. It's still bad.
What now?
Still pretty bad.
You got into? Did you get into snowboarding at all? I know skateboarding.
No, bro. I still want to go. Me and the DB's coach had a conversation about it because he went snowboarding for his birthday, and I was like, bro, I swear. I mean, remember when me and Reese made that bet that I could do a 360 first day on? I still believe I could do it.
I don't think you can.
I still believe I can do it. I don't think it's that hard.
If you go snowboarding, I think let me know. We should do like a guys trip weekend with all of us just snowboarding. I'm not skiing. Screw skiing. I would want to snowboard.
See, Costco told me skiing was easier.
It probably is easier, but what looks way cooler?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. You ever seen X Games? Those skiers be looking fly.
Who's that? Who's like the top rated snowboarder right now? What? He's the only black snowboarder I've ever seen in my life.
You're talking about? He's not top rated. You're talking about the one that kills at like all the contests, like the little knuckle huck contest. It's I think his name is Zeb Powell. I know his first name Zeb for sure. ZEB. He's really good. I've been watching a lot of like snowboarding, like street videos. So you know how I used to watch skate videos, right? Like when they're just skating the street. There's people who do it with snowboarding. I've been watching a lot of those. They're really cool too. But
snowboarding was always one of those things I was so fascinated with. I'd always tune into like the X Games and Winter Olympics this Friday.
It starts on Friday.
Yeah, I remember watching like Shaun White and like Chloe Kim the first time she really went.
Shaun White. Wait, did you have Shaun White the experience on the Wii?
I did not have it on the Wii.
Dude, I had it on the Wii and it came with like the little skateboard. That way you could switch between skateboard and what you call it. And you could you would like have to physically do the tricks. That shit was cool in concept, but it sucked.
The Wii, greatest video game console I think will ever be made.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it's the greatest of our lifetime so far.
I think the PlayStation 3 had better games.
I think the Wii was a game console for literally everyone, like parents down to like 5-year-olds to like old people love playing the Wii.
Yeah, true.
I guess maybe like
you're thinking more of it as like how many people can it touch, and I'm thinking about it as of what did I have more fun playing.
Yeah,
I think that's the difference. I was about to say because the PlayStation 3, like if we're just talking just exclusives, the PlayStation 3 eats. It had all the Naughty Dog games. So you had Uncharted, you had The Last of Us, you had God of War. You had Gran Turismo. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. PlayStation, Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, nah. I love the PlayStation. The PlayStation 3 is my favorite.
How about the PSP though? I always wanted one.
I always wanted a PSP too, and then I got the Nintendo Switch, and I thought it'd be similar. It's just not as cool. I ended up just playing it like a regular system on the TV all the time.
If they dropped the PSP, I think they would make pretty good money.
I don't think so. You know why?
You don't think so? Nintendo Switch?
You know why?
Why?
There's already one that exists.
For real?
The PS Vita, yeah.
I thought that was just like a PlayStation you could play on the go, like the same system.
That's the same thing as what a PSP was.
I guess, yeah.
The only difference was that like you had the physical cartridges, but like if you buy a game online with the PS Vita, you still have it on your PS Vita, like on both your PlayStation and your PS Vita. No one has it. Literally, no one has it. I know one person with one.
How much is it?
He doesn't even play it. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Because if it's something ridiculous,
I think it's like the same as like a Switch, like 300.
okay.
Not the PS
See,
Vita.
I'm
What
not
is it
spending
called?
300. I'm not spending $300.
PS Vita came
just to play
after
the same games.
what you call it. What is it called? The Vita came after the what you call it. See, now I don't know. It's called the PlayStation Portal. It's 200.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 200. And it comes like the
guess, yeah.
controller looks much nicer. It looks more like a Steam Deck than You ever seen a Steam Deck? It looks more like a Steam Deck than what you call it.
Yeah, well, you know I'm not really into video games, so who really knows what I know?
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't got time for that. Actually, I don't play them because I'm bad. I'm being 100% honest. It's one of those things, if I'm not good at a game, I'm not playing it.
I wasn't going to do that to you. I wasn't going to say that you suck at video games, but yeah, I'm not great either, though.
You're by far, like, you're here, I'm still down here, and, like, I'm bad at video games. I'm good at NCAA. 2K, I'm pretty good at. But any other game, like R6, terrible.
I was going to say, the only game I can remember you being good at was NCAA 14.
Oh, really? Do you not recall the door breaking of 2K?
Nope.
Do you not recall that?
I remember 2K beating me. I don't remember you beating me. A weak ass game.
I'm pretty sure I beat you multiple times.
We can play anytime, Buck. Okay. Every game is cross-platform now. We
I'm moving up to Ohio. You're probably gonna move out as soon as I move back up. Probably ducking the smoke, whatever.
I'm gonna be back though. Yeah. Look, next time we're together, we need to play 2K so I can get my lick back. Carson too. I need to play Carson too because Carson swear the last time we played he beat me, but I could have sworn I beat him with Ben Wallace and the Pistons. So I'm
be honest. I probably right now would probably get destroyed in 2K. I haven't downloaded a 2K game since 2022, maybe 2022 2K.
I stopped playing 2K20. No, 2K20 is the last 2K I played, mostly because I hate 2K. But that's a story for a different day. I can't stand 2K. That's my least favorite game. You're good at for some reason. For some reason, you're really good at
full court press, baby.
Roblox, Roblox football. You're really good at Roblox football. You're really good at Roblox football, but every other game on Roblox you suck at. I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody about the last time we played Roblox, and we were playing the Together game on Roblox. for those who don't know, if you play together on Roblox, it's kind of like I can't remember the game. It's like Pico Park, kind of like Pico Park, where like everybody's going. It's like a platformer, right? Everybody's going through the platformer, and on some levels, if one person dies, all people who are playing have to start over. There's some missions where like everyone's chained together. If someone dies, we all start over. Bucky died like 100 times.
That wasn't all my fault.
We were on like level 10. No, and some of it was Mike. Mike died a bunch of times too, but Mike was dying to piss off Matt. It was bad. No, that was bad.
Yeah. Well, let's stop talking about how bad I am at video games. You ready for the thing I got for you?
Yes, I'm excited.
Okay. As some of you guys know, Kyle Perry is a huge college basketball fan. So I want to go through this quick bracket of all the past winners. Can you see this okay?
Yes. Can you zoom in a little bit? Oh, I can zoom in. It's fine.
I want us to bracket play this.
Okay. I gotta try to remember who's on some of these teams.
I got you. I got that. So I got this up here.
Hell yeah. Damn, Buck. Damn. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist on that. I can tell you right now.
You ready for the first matchup?
That 2012 Kentucky team is going to go pretty far.
That's why they got them as a 1 seed. But,
hell yeah.
Okay, first matchup real fast. Who wins?
2012 Kentucky or UConn? Which UConn is this? What year?
2023.
2023. So I'm taking the damn. They should have been a little bit of a higher seed. I'm not gonna. Well, no. 2020. The 2022 team shouldn't have been on here at all. 2023 actually.
It's the past 16 winners. I just did the past 16 winners.
Because that's the team with Donovan Clingan sophomore year, Stephon Castle. I'm a huge Stephon Castle guy. But I'm going 2012 Kentucky. That team is crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Darian Lamb, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Anthony Davis.
I got my years mixed up. 2024 UConn is the 1 seed. That was the big Dan Hurley year.
Okay. Next one, 2024 UConn versus 2019 Virginia.
Okay, yeah, that 2024 UConn team's underseeded like crazy. It's a bad matchup for them. Give me 2019 Virginia. That team is crazy.
You think so?
With Ty Jerome, Kyle Guy, DeAndre Hunter. Yeah. And I think part of the reason I love them so much is because the story of them being like the first 1 seed to lose to a 16 and then coming back and winning the whole thing. Ooh, 2021 Baylor.
Yeah, 2021 Baylor versus 2017
Carolina.
North. Come on. Don't break your dad's heart here, man.
I know. I won't. Okay. Quick story about the 2021 team. I think this is when you found out how much college basketball I watched. It was like K-Lou and Abe were in the hallway our freshman year talking about they taking bets. They got Gonzaga, right? And I was like, dude, y'all must not watch the Baylor game this year. Baylor held them to like 12 points in the first half. But I'm going to go 2017 Carolina. You
going 2017?
Yeah, I'm going. Joel Berry and Kennedy Meeks are like two of my dad's favorite like modern Carolina players.
Okay. I'm just filling in this new bracket real fast.
Damn, if I would have saw who the next game was, I probably would have went Baylor. Because I'm 100%, I'm telling you right now, 2009 North Carolina with Tyler Hansbrough. My dad had me thinking Tyler Hansbrough was the greatest basketball player of all time.
So
damn, but they're going to get Kemba Walker and Jeremy Lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Tyler Hansbrough is the greatest college basketball player of all time.
You think he is?
Yeah.
Better than that
at least had the greatest career of all time.
You think he's better than that Duke? What was his name? The little white dude that everyone hated, not the LA, not JJ Redick from. Yeah.
Yes, Tyler Hansbrough over Christian Laettner. Yes, easily. Only thing Christian Laettner has over Tyler Hansborough is that he was really hated because he used to do a bunch of Duke shit.
Yeah.
Tyler Hansborough's a better basketball player.
2010 Duke, 2018 Villanova.
With John Shire on there. Shouts out to John Shire, I guess. That's a hard one, actually. This is actually a good matchup. Give me 2018 Villanova. Give me an upset.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know if that would be considered upset.
It's probably not. What is it? Is this the 5-6 game? Technically?
Bro, look at... Yeah.
I mean, the 4-5 game?
Once I got around here, it was really hard to rank them because they were all so similar in record and stats and everything like that. So, but
I'm just going based off of like how I felt about that team after they won. I hate Duke, so.
This lineup, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Dante
crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, give me 2018. Well, that's also the same team that won in what year was that? Damn,
they won a year,
they
2
won
years
2
earlier. They're on here, so.
Go. 15. That's the shot that made my dad cry.
Man.
Yeah, that was a rough night for my dad. It was over spring break too. And then Marcus Page hit like this crazy double clutch 3 to send to tie up the game.
Marcus Page is a name I haven't heard in a while.
Love Marcus Page. We got 2025 Gator Boys. Gator Boys, stay hot.
Versus the 2013 Louisville team has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2013 Louisville team. Shouts out to Rick Pitino. Only because I low key I kind of want to go against that. Actually, I lied. Go 2025 Gator Boys. This may be recency bias, but I remember saying, I can't remember if I told you this or not, but statistically speaking, that is one of the greatest college basketball teams of all time. And I played against Elijah Martin and Will Richard in high school.
I still upset Houston didn't win.
Yeah, that was that. I just rewatched that clip before we started. Okay, so we got 2014 UConn versus 2022 Kansas. Yeah, give me 2014 UConn. That game's easy. That
wasn't 2014 UConn though like the 11th seed or something crazy like that. What year was that they won? Where they were
that was the year before with Kemba.
Okay.
Yeah, that 2022 Kansas team is just so boring, mostly because the most exciting game of the tournament was the game before that between UNC and Duke. And then after UNC won that game, like if you ask any Carolina fan ever, they don't care that they didn't win that national championship.
They just care that they beat Duke.
They beat Coach K in the Final Four.
In the final.
In his last game ever.
Yeah.
His last game ever. So they beat Coach K that year. They beat Coach K in his last game at home at Duke, and then they beat him in the tournament, and then they beat him in his last game in the NCAA tournament. Which is crazy.
You know, this next matchup, you might. I have a personal opinion on this next matchup, but I know you hate this team.
No, I'm actually gonna give it to 2015 Duke.
That Duke
team was raw with Quinn Cook and Jahlil Okafor. Yeah,
give it to them. I thought he was gonna be the next greatest basketball player ever.
Who did they beat? They beat Wisconsin in that national championship. And to be honest with you,
Wisconsin,
like looking back on it, because that was the undefeated Kentucky team with 8 fucking first rounders on it. I think they beat them too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like how this is looking. So who's the next matchup on the thing?
So you have 2012 Kentucky versus 2019 Virginia.
You can go to the actual bracket, so it's easier for them to look.
Okay.
We got 2012 Kentucky against 2019 Virginia.
Yeah.
Julius Randle's on that team, right?
Was he?
No.
I think he's the next year because he's a one and done.
He is a one and done. I'm gonna give it. Dang, I'm remembering that Final Four game that Virginia had. Yeah, give me 2019 Virginia. I think
you got them being Kentucky.
Oh,
remember
this
how
is based
good
on who would win that game? I thought this was just based on how much I liked them.
It's who you think. It's who you think if they all played each other, who would win?
2019 UVA still win.
Okay. I don't think you remember how much of a dog Anthony Davis was.
Yeah, I might need the Julius Randle is later.
He got a unibrow famous.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, 2017 UNC versus 2009
and
UNC.
UNC. Yeah.
Give me 09 UNC. That's Tyler Hansbrough.
It had to be 09.
Yeah. Greatest college basketball player of all time. He's gonna go pretty far.
So we got 2018 Villanova versus 2025 Gators.
Give me Nova. 2018 Nova.
Okay. I agree. I think the Gators were a little overrated.
Really?
I didn't like them that much. I didn't like
that team's crazy.
They didn't.
It also helped that I saw them in person.
Didn't they come back like every single game?
Are you talking about in the tournament?
Yeah.
So first round, no. Second round, it not really a comeback. They kind of started shaky in like the first half. It was like a close game, but they didn't blow anybody out by any means. But the last two games, like the Final Four and the national championship game, or like from the Elite Eight on, right? Mm-hmm. There's this thing called KenPom, and what KenPom does, it takes like your offensive efficiency, defensive efficiency, all that good stuff, right? And it composites it, and it will tell you who is the best team based off of the numbers, right? So sometimes the top 25 is different from what KenPom has it, right? So then KenPom took last year's their top 8 teams. They're the 8 most efficient basketball teams, defensive efficiency, offensive efficiency, all that good stuff. The 8 best college basketball teams of all time. So yeah, that whoever won that national championship was like a legit team. Like that was not an easy one to win. Hence why we got 4 1 seeds at the top. I mean, 4 1 seeds in the final four.
I remember last year I was so dumb in the bracket. I had St. John's going far. I had so much hope in St. John's.
It could have been worse, but you could have picked McNeese State just to piss me off. So
I did.
Yeah, Carson picked McNeese State in the Final Four just to piss me off. 2014
UConn versus 2016 Villanova. Side note, I thought I was so hyped in 2014 when the Heat picked Shabazz Napier. I said that wrong, didn't I?
No, it's Shabazz, not Shabazz. Yeah, because Braun tweeted out that they needed to draft Shabazz, and they did. And
he left. I was so he left that same year. I was so excited. I was like, let's go. And then
shout out Shabazz Napier, man. Give me 2015 Duke. Yeah, give me 2015 Duke.
I think they make
2015 Duke.
I think we're going to have an ultimate showdown here in the final. 2019 Virginia versus 2009 UNC.
Yeah, 2009 UNC.
I still can't believe you didn't have Kentucky.
Over that UVA team?
Yeah.
I think you're forgetting how good
I think you're forgetting how good that Kentucky team was.
Not really. I don't know. Maybe we'll look back on that. I mean, I also was picking teams based off of who's the coolest in my mind at first. So.
Yeah.
So I think that's still stuck in my mind too. I love that 2019 UVA team.
2018, 2015. So we got 2018 Villanova versus 2015 Duke.
Damn, 2015 Duke. I loved Jahlil Okafor. As much as I hate Duke players, Jahlil Okafor was fucking raw. Yeah, you can go ahead and write in 2009 UNC as the winner, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no way I was picking a Duke team to win anything. There you go, green.
Oh, wait, why?
Oh, you're going to do the Carolina Blue? That's hard.
So... That's not really Carolina Blue, but...
That's close enough.
2009 UNC is Kyle's ultimate March Madness team in the past
16.
I almost put Wisconsin 2020 because you remember that controversy where they actually stopped the March Madness.
They wouldn't have won it.
I know, but they did like some auto thing and they won, so they claimed it.
Yeah, they wouldn't have won. I'm telling you right now, we would Obi Toppin would have went first overall. if he would have had that tournament. They were crazy good. They were about you know how good at basketball you have to be to get Dayton to be a 1 seed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Dayton though, they always are in the tournament. They just never, like you said, they're never the greatest.
They play in a tough conference.
Mm-hmm.
The A-10's really good at basketball. Like they got teams like this year St. Louis. Remember I said this. St. Louis is gonna make a lot of noise in the tournament. They're good. They're like legit good.
I'm gonna call you whenever March Madness brackets come out.
Yeah, St. Louis is gonna be really good. I got to watch them play a couple times this year. They're legit.
I think we're gonna see weirder college basketball champions than we will college football champions with this NIL, because there's some small schools that have just insane network that can give players millions of dollars. I really truly think there's going to be some different, like,
I mean, in my mind, we've seen the weirdest one that we'll ever see in Indiana winning one. You go from the losingest program in all of college football and all of Division I college football to a national championship.
But do you think that's like NIL? Do you think that's fully NIL?
I don't think that's fully NIL at all. No,
I think that's the coach.
I'm not on that. Yeah, I think it's the coach culture, like a whole. It's a mixture of things for sure. But like technically that's the NIL era, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever see Detroit Mercy win the NCAA tournament. It's just not going to happen.
But I'm saying like a small school that, like, St. Louis isn't a school that most people you would even think about.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm talking. Like those small schools like that were good before, Xavier. But like now, yeah, Xavier shout out Ohio.
Xavier, well, not now, but I like the new coach they just got. They got Rick Pitino's son, Richard Pitino. Mm-hmm. He was really good at New Mexico. I hope he can turn it around over there. It looks bad this year right now. They're bad.
There was 2 girls from my high school that went there to play women's basketball. Yeah.
They're a women's basketball team? I never knew them to be good, huh? Were they good? I mean, she's playing Big East basketball.
I don't know how their team. So I think one of them could have went better, but they were twins. So like you know how twins like to stay together. I think one could have went like. She was like up for Michigan, Ohio
Duke,
basketball,
Carolina, like something like that.
Yeah,
that
she like single-handedly carried Anthony Wayne to the Final Four for basketball like 3 or 4 different times. I think 2 or 3 different times.
Dang.
Yeah, the coach resigned the year she stopped playing. She was like, "I'm not repeating this success."
Shout out to the 5-star generals, man.
Who?
Oh man,
2009 UNC champion. I
like that. That was fun.
Side note, I spent way too much time at work doing that.
When you text me and ask me, refresh my mind on the last 16 champions, all I did is I sat there for a minute and I named all 16 in my head, and I went to make sure I was right, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I looked up every single team for record, every single one of their leading scorers, and put them in order, and it didn't take that long, but it took longer than I probably should have spent at work.
Me and the other 2 GAs, one day we didn't have nothing to do in the office, so we started playing Sporkle. You know what Sporkle is?
Isn't that like Wordle for sports? Where like
no,
you have to like
Sporkle is it's just a bunch of quizzes. Okay. Some of them are sports, some of them aren't. But they had one on there where we had to go through. It's timed, and you have to name every NCAA champion. I think like ever of all time. I think we got like 40 of them. we got like 40 of them. But like, there's some weird ones that I just know. Like Oregon versus Ohio State was the first ever NCAA tournament championship game. Ohio State won it.
Go Bucks. OSU, baby.
And I learned like 89 UNLV, 91 also UNLV, but then there's that 90 team that lost to Duke, and then there's 94. And then I could like go back through it that way in my head, like who was where at what time.
That UNLV 30 for 30, I might just have a 30
the Running
for 30
Rebels
highlight. Yes.
I love
30 for 30s.
You know how I buy like vintage like sports shirts?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I buy one, I send a picture to my dad because my dad's like me. He's just a nerd when it comes to like sports stuff. And he'll be like, I sent him the picture of the UNLV one. He's like, oh man, that's the team that beat Coach K and them in the Final Four. And he was like, this person was on that team. Larry Johnson was on that team. Larry Johnson was on that team. Was on that team. And then he'll send me a link to like a documentary where I can watch them at. That's how I found that one. Like for the 94 Arkansas team, he sent me the Hog Heaven documentary. I love that one. That one's good. Whew. Oh, man.
I'd love to see Kyle nerd out.
Stop, man. I'm blushing.
I know we've been talking a lot about sports, but my rant of the day, it's also about sports. And this might be, I don't know exactly how to word this. This is purely off my feeling and my feeling alone. I truly don't think the past about 10 years, I don't think GMs or scouts know how to scout players or get coaches. Like, just, I think they know. I think they have an idea. I think they've seen specific picks work out of like athletic picks or like people like a quote unquote you should get this guy, and then they try to replicate that. I don't think they have their own thought processes behind these things. If I don't exactly know how to word it, but like I truly think GMs are just picking to hopefully they get lucky and then they can keep their job. And I also don't think owners allow GMs to stay long enough to build a team that they want. It's a two-way sword, but like, for example, my prime thing is the Trent Richardson pick for the Colts. Or, hate to knock him while he's down, the Vikings trading away or getting rid of Sam Darnold. Like, there's just some
Trent
things...
Richardson or Anthony Richardson?
Sorry, Anthony Richardson.
I was about to say Trent Richardson. I thought, okay.
That was
they both got drafted
really
by the
good
Colts,
pick.
right?
No, so he got Trent Richardson was drafted by the Browns, had a really good rookie year, fell off second year, then got traded to the Colts. But
thought it was the other way around, but yeah, you're probably right.
But
I probably remember that wrong.
That's just one of my prime examples. Like, I really don't think Anthony Richardson should have ever been that high of a draft pick. It set him up for failure, and it set the Colts up for failure because you can go.
I know a lot with especially with quarterbacks. It's different. Where like you're supposed to be able to teach them how to do certain things, right? Like like how to read coverages, how to do all that pre-snap stuff. They should be able to learn that stuff, right? But the things that you can't teach are everything that Anthony Richardson had. You know what I mean?
I get that.
So you could for every example you have where like that doesn't work, there's two examples of that working, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like I see what you're saying. Like they're drafting for tools and not necessarily for good football players, but most of the good football players have the tools. You see what I'm saying?
I get that.
Especially for football. Basketball's a little different. You could reach a little bit more on a dude who's just getting it done because just the nature of how basketball is. But for football, it's like especially for us, like with recruiting. Like I just went through my first recruiting cycle for football. If a kid isn't a certain height and weight, he can't play.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the end of his recruiting.
And I'm not even talking about that.
And we're less picky than what you could be at the NFL. But I'm sorry.
I'm not even like. I just think they should have seen what he did. Like I get like college. Like there's been plenty of players that didn't have the greatest college career that moved up and did pretty good in the NFL. But like what I saw with him in college, he didn't. I don't even think he ever started a full season because he got benched because he.
No, he only started one season. Similar to Daniel Jones, who only started one season. He started his last season at Florida. He redshirted and then He left as a redshirt sophomore.
Okay. I just really, and I'm not even blaming like it's just the GM's fault. I think there's been a lack of development of players across the board from from college on through the NFL. And I
agree with that.
And I know it's a really risky. It's a really risky. It is a really risky thing to do. Like drafting anyone, like no one's a guaranteed lock. Like Chase Young, we thought was going to be a dog. Jeff Okuda, we thought were going to be a dog. So like those picks, I'm not.
Yeah.
But like,
see, so I also have another question because the one name that you named, I have a different opinion than you on. Chase Young, do you think you would consider him a bust, or do you consider him not what you thought he was?
So he's not a bust. No bust stays in the NFL to 5 to 6. What is it? I think this is his 6th year, but he didn't live up to the
he wasn't what you
wanted
him to be.
He's like Clowney. He's good.
That's fair,
but it's not what you expect.
I always say when you're drafting in the first round, like you're looking for a long-term starter, right? Because if you're drafting someone and you're like, hey, if I'm taking you first overall, you better be X, Y, and Z, you've already lost. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You've already lost. If for him to be as good as he is and being in the league this long, he's gonna be in the league for another 5 or 6 years because he's pretty good at football. Like I wouldn't consider that a bust, and I wouldn't consider that necessarily a miss. It's just not what you wanted. Not what you thought you were getting, but that's fine.
This was Trent Richardson's numbers. Let me tell you, he had 654 rushing yards, 9 touchdowns. His passing was 9 interceptions, 2,500 yards, 17 touchdowns, and a 54% completion rate.
Anthony Richardson. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Anthony Richardson.
Every time I hear him.
Sorry, Anthony
Richardson. I'm like, you say interception. Like, why did nigga throwing the ball?
No, yeah, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
I don't think I get getting this guy in the 3rd round, 4th round, because I'm not an all stats guy. Like I get like stats on everything, but in my mind, stats play a little bit. And I guess it's not even that GMs don't know anything. It's more that GMs...
They think they know everything.
Yes, they look too deep into players. They
try to big brain this shit, yeah.
Yeah, they look too deep into players sometimes. Like Lamar Jackson slipping to 31. That was an instance for me that they overlooked because he had the college production and all the crazy athletic ability, and they didn't think he could do it.
Another thing is, too, though, is like... So, I know... For a lot of people, they need to see proof of concept, right? So, like a style like Lamar Jackson's style of play, you could love it and you could say this is really good. Like he is one of, if not the best quarterback in the NFL, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Just depending on how you see it, right? Bar none, right? Is that style of play gonna be able to get you to a Super Bowl? That's how I thought of that process with him because you've never seen it happen before. Not saying it can't happen either. You never seen it happen before, so why would you think it would continue to happen?
Yeah.
Like, as much as we say, like, the game has changed with football, the more things just stay the same. Like Anthony Richardson, that's a proof of concept that we've seen get you to a Super Bowl before, at least with the people who they were comparing him to, like Cam Newton, per se. You know that could work for you. And then again, like I said, there's just shit that you just can't teach, and you think you could kind of just fix all the other things.
Yeah.
But there definitely are reaches in drafts, there definitely misses in drafts, but at the same time, I would say like you don't know what they saw in film, and I'm sure if you were there with them, you would have been like, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's like, it's easy looking on the outside in.
Yeah, from the outside looking in.
Like Zach Wilson also is another one of those. I'm like his jump.
So Zach Wilson also a quarterback who only started for 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a quarterback who started for 1 year. I'm trying to think of one that worked after only starting for Kyler Murray.
Do you think that worked, like, truly?
Yeah. Still a starter in the NFL. He's at bare minimum a starter in the NFL. I mean, he made a couple Pro Bowls.
And he's on the Cardinals, so...
Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
Don't say Pro Bowls, though. That doesn't matter nowadays.
No, they don't matter at all, but you know what I meant.
Yeah, I guess it's more just... I guess it's less GMs, but there's no. I guess I'll say the draft at the end of the day is complete luck that is based off of some knowledge. That's what the draft is. And I think people think generational too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not okay with a decent role player for 5 to 10 years.
You know what? Next week, that'll be my rant. Will be sports media. There's a reason that they use that word a lot. But it's literally just to strum up ratings.
Yeah.
Like, if I sit here and... Because I think us as a... Like I said, I don't want to go on too long. Us as a society has lost the ability to just like things that are pretty good to cool, right? We can't just sit there and be like, yeah, that's good. I like that. We have to say, this is the greatest thing of all time, and we're constantly comparing everything. So if I tell you that, hey, there's this pretty good white guy that plays basketball, you're going to be like, whatever. He ain't never going to be Larry Bird.
Yeah.
But if I tell you, this is generational talent from Maine, you'll be like, oh, shit, let me check him out.
Cooper Flake
At least then you'll watch.
He might be a generational talent.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
but good. I'm sad he's going to take Rookie of the Year away from my guy, Con Knuckle.
Yeah, but we can move on. But I guess it's more just no one truly has the answers for the draft. And at the end of the day, I think decisions in the draft get people fired that probably shouldn't get fired right away.
This is the last thing I'll say on it. I think this year there's going to be one player that people are going to psych themselves out on in the draft that I think will end up being pretty good, and that's Ruben Bain, that pass rusher from Miami. Me and Ryan been talking about him a lot. He has really short arms, like really small arms.
That's the stuff
which is going to scare people.
Off. That's the stuff that pisses me off. Is like short arms or like small hands.
Yeah.
But
for him, it's probably not going to be that big of a problem because he's just so fucking strong. That like
doesn't he have?
He's going to.
I thought you would be scared about. I thought you were going to mention his him throwing punches.
I want that. I mean, if you want me to be honest,
that's what I wanted, D lineman.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
But you know, some people are like character issues. Move on.
No, I don't get. I want D lineman with character issues. Jalen Carter's a dog. I'm just happy he plays for my team. I would hate him if he didn't play for my team. But he has super duper short arms, and like if you start. It's like certain scenarios where his short arms are gonna be a problem, especially in run situations. But like at the same time, is he a dog? Yeah. He's pretty good. He's pretty damn good. He's super.
He wrecked the whole entire Ohio State game.
He wrecked almost every playoff game.
Yeah,
almost every playoff game he played at. He's really good. But we can move on to album of the week. So
I listened to the last two.
Did you like them?
Yes.
You use Apple Music, don't you?
Yeah.
I've made a playlist of it's literally called Album of the Week, and it's just gonna have every single album of the week on there.
Okay.
I'm gonna share it with you.
As I've told you, the Wiggles have been big in my house, so I can't really listen to much other stuff.
Boy, do I have news for you. Nah, I ain't put the Wiggles on there. I ain't put the Wiggles on there. But as you know, I don't only listen to rap music, and I realized that the last two were rap albums. So I decided to switch it up. Would you like to guess which genre I went with?
I'm gonna go jazz.
I do love jazz. You know me pretty well, but I think you missed on this one. I'm not gonna lie. Here you go. This week's album is technically a Midwestern emo album. This is Shed by Title Fight. See, some people thought I was gonna go Title Fight and thought I was gonna go a different direction.
2011.
I got it in the Midwestern emo our junior year because I kept seeing it pop up on my TikTok. And I thought it sounded interesting, and it was one specific Title Fight song. Well, it's not on this album, so I'm not even gonna say it. But it was, I loved it. And since then, I got super duper into it. It's not just the band Title Fight, but if you've never gotten into it, I think Title Fight's the easiest place to start. But there's other bands like Modern Baseball, there's Mom Jeans, Tiger John, Marietta. I know they all have dumbass names.
No, just the names kill me.
Yeah, they have dumbass names. One fun thing about Midwestern emo is that most bands really suck at singing, and they kind of also suck at playing instruments. Well, this was a good time. This was a good time. I swear it's a good time. Safe in Your Skin is probably the best song on the album. My personal favorite, Forever Will Be Shed. But yeah, I think you're gonna have fun listening to this one, Buck. It's a change of pace though.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm torturing you this week, but next week I'm gonna give you something easy to listen to.
No, I mean, be honest. if you listen to the Wiggles as much as I have,
anything's nice.
Bro,
Oh, you just reminded me. I gotta send you Ivy's dashiki for Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. If I didn't already say that to you.
No, I appreciate it. Happy Black History Month to you too.
Damn. All right, man. We can go ahead and wrap it up and get on out of here, man.
Okay. Let me give you a little fact though. At the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about our animal fact. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Do you know the fastest animal in America?
In America.
North
Is it
America.
a road runner?
It is not a road runner.
I tried to go left.
It is a pronghorn.
What is a pronghorn?
Look it up. It's a deer / antelope type animal, but it actually isn't related to either of them, and they're closer related to giraffes than either one of those two.
Pronghorn.
I think they live in like New Mexico, West Texas, Arizona type of thing.
Huh.
But do you know how fast they can run?
I guess. Well, a cheetah runs what, 60?
70, about. I think it tops out at 70. Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess this is running like 50s.
So 60s.
Damn, that shit is fast.
60 mile per hour in short bursts. So like how cheetahs can only do it like once in a really short time. The crazy thing about the pronghorn, they can run 35 to 42 miles per hour up to 1 mile.
Damn.
That's like unheard of.
That's crazy. It's a sick looking animal.
And the thing is, the next closest animal runs like 30 miles per hour to like 40 miles per hour top speed for short bursts in America. So scientists have no idea why these animals evolved to be so fast.
Are they like prehistoric, like super duper old animals? Because
So
maybe they
that's
were
what I was
running
about to
away
bring
from something
into.
before.
That's what I was about. So they think the one thing that the reason why they are so fast is because of the extinct American cheetah that was in North America. Yes, there was a North American cheetah that went extinct, I think, around the Ice Age, so probably about like 10,000 years ago, like most other animals in America went extinct. But, so that's their only guess, because other than that, there's really no reason for them to be that fast and be able to run for that long, other than that evolution change of that cheetah. But like, I don't think any other animal can really run that fast for that long of a time period. Like, it's actually kind of a crazy animal.
Huh.
You look
I had
up,
to Google and see if
you eat pronghorn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun
Yeah,
fact.
dude,
I guess I'll give you another fun fact. There's one deer in America. They brought them over to America. They're called axis deer, and I guess they're the.
Gotta look up this.
They're like the
AXIS?
best tasting. They're like the best tasting deer a human can eat.
Oh, you just knew that
small,
off the dome.
Yeah, there's a small population in Texas, but I think they're from
Invasive species in Texas.
Peru, maybe. I don't know. They're from an island or something. I think. So maybe not
those
Peru.
horns are wicked.
Yeah, they're like huge. Like they're.
Have you seen one?
But they're really. I actually have seen one, and they're actually kind of rare to see. Because I mean,
it's more of a West
There's
Texas
not a huge
thing, right?
population. I think Central.
Okay.
But they keep those dots forever, and like I guess they're the best tasting deer you can possibly have.
See, now I gotta try it.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
hungry,
can't
man.
really buy game meat. You can't buy game meat.
Like, is it like illegal to sell or just nobody selling it?
So like so like there has to be a farm. It has to be a farm that regulates it for like health reasons. So like, you can't, like, someone can't go out, shoot a deer, and sell it, type of deal, because they don't know how it's processed or anything like that. So all the bison you have in like the stores, all like the elk or venison, it's all comes from like a farm. So those will even taste probably a little bit better than what an
like
actual
a wild one, yeah.
Yeah, because they probably have bigger fat content.
I never even thought about that. I thought well, mostly because my grandma, she country, so she be buying meat from guys, like just a dude.
Yeah.
So maybe I just didn't think about it. But damn, that is interesting. Damn, you just knew that one off the dome too.
Yeah, I mean, my last name is Buckmaster. What do you expect?
Ooh, Buckmaster.
But I think that's it for the night.
All right, man. Go ahead and
I appreciate you seeing this through, listening to my animal facts. Everyone, thank you for listening to Partially Black. It's been an honor to see you as our guests, even though we don't see you. But you best believe I check who sees our TikTok videos a bunch, so I appreciate those fans. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And have a great Black History Month.
Well, yeah. Happy BHM, man. Happy BHM.
Hey, and remember, take